Well, this next guy is from Europe. He came here from a place called Latveria. Let's get it going for Dr. Victor Von Doom.
A priest, a rabbi, and the Fantastic Four are in a boat full of orphans. The boat begins to sink. The priest says, we've got to save the orphans. The rabbi says, F the orphans. The Fantastic Four asks you if people have time. That one kills in Latveria.
What's up, everybody? And welcome back to another Yo Joe Jerk Toy Review. I'm your host, Brian Fantana, and today we'll be looking at the G.I. Joe Classified Mole Rat. Alright, let's take a look at this package. Over here we get the mole rat in a tunnel, looking for that dark energon bullshit. Over here we got artwork of the mole rat. Bro, you got some shit growing on your head. Up here we get a look at accessories. On this side of the package, you get your render, your QR code, and I can't even read that shit. On this side of the package, we get extended artwork of the mole rat, number 94. On the back of the package, we get a nice little render of the mole rat and all of his included accessories. Breathing apparatus, side profile, battle stats, legal mush. On the bottom of the box, foreign legal shit, barcode. Alright, let's get this thing open. Don't fail me, Excalibur. Pop. Alright, let's get this shit out the box. I'm knocking stuff over. Quick look. We'll take a quick look at the mole rat right here. Oh my god, he's a monster. Alright, let's do the old footlocker. Cobra symbol. Mole rat. 94! Alright, let's get this shit open. Let's give it the old pop-a-rooney. We got legal advice that I do not give a shit about. Throw that away. Alright, box. Launch! Alright, got that out of there. Let's get this shit loosened up with one little spin-a-rooney. Let's rip-tear that mofo. And holy shit! Holy shit! You know how long it's been since I caught it? 10 videos. Woohoo! Let's take a look at this figure. And right off the bat, this thing looks fucking awesome. This thing is a monster! And they did a really good job on this thing. He's got all kinds of dark energon growing out of his fucking dome. He's got the old zombie mouth, and he's got all these little nicks all over his face that are red. Even the eye paint, it has that purple with like a white dead iris. Like, that's fucking awesome. I really like that. Down around the back, it just looks like he's in like, you know, some kind of contamination gear. You know, his ears are covered with this little science shit. His head's like in a protective hood. Sculpted really well. Got no problems with that. And overall, just a really kick-ass head sculpt. All right, down at the feet, the boots look like they're new to a point, like this in-between point here. The orange is like a part of the contamination suit sticking out. And then above, we get some clever reuse. This is definitely the Roadblock and Gung-Ho legs, because we got this bland, no textured knee when we get this knee here. Really cool reuse. So for those who don't know, you can just get some pockets and some texture. Nothing really crazy going on down here. He got a big bobo ass. Up at the waist, he's got no drop down. Well, he barely has drop down hips. These things don't move that much. This piece is connected to the actual figure, so it kind of hinders movement in a way. But surprisingly, he gets more movement than you would think. Up on the belly there, he's got lots of pouches with nice texture and detail. You can see the straps. Everything looks nice. The actual main torso of this figure actually looks new. I could be wrong, but look at all the nice texture and then the smoothness here of the contamination suit. Up here on the chest, it looks like pieces of the breathing apparatus. Some nice little painted details. It goes up and around to the backpack strap over here. Same thing with these little pipes that go around. Looks really good. At the neck, we
get all this nice detail around here. It actually looks like it's made to have a helmet put over top of it. Still very cool. Nice painting, nice texture. Real quick at the head, it moves around real nice, so good movement there. Up here at the shoulder, we do not get any butterfly action. It's kind of very limited in there. You can see it from the top. We don't really get too much range there, but whatever. On the shoulder, just maybe some kind of air exhaust. If not, it just looks really cool. Cobra symbol. Again, with the texture and then the smoothness of the suit underneath. Very cool. Hands look standard. I have no problems with them. Here on the left arm, it is the exact same thing, minus Cobra symbol. All right, let's take a look at these accessories. All right, first up, we're gonna look at this light lantern or energon collector, and it's got nice detail. Looks like it's got some dark energon in it. So anyway, it's got a nice little hinge there, so it can go back and forth. Up close, it looks like a Star Wars astromech droid. I mean, this thing looks like, what is it, R2-D5? So let me go get that bastard. Well, I didn't have him, but I had the old Dr. Afra death droid, and I mean, take a look at that shit. That's fucking ridiculous, man. Let's put the handle up. And then let's just move his legs up and we have a dark energon collector. Oh, that's really inventive. Good work there, team. Up next, we get this little piece of tubing, and I will just show it to you very closely. This is for the helmet and the breathing apparatus, but it is a separate part, so be careful with it. All the guns are gooey, and then you get this little plastic thing, and it's like hard as a fucking rock. All right, next up, we're gonna take a look at the backpack, and this thing is sculpted really well. Looks like we have a storage hook here and here, and that's upside down because I'm a fucking rocket scientist, but we get these little fans for the air intake. Hose will go up and around to the helmet that I'll show you in a bit. The backpack itself is molded to the body, and same thing. This thing isn't as ooey gooey as it should be considering, but we'll see how it looks in a minute. All right, next up, we're gonna take a look at this weird drill gun thing that's multifaceted. Looks like a sci-fi weapon totally. It is supposed to be like a drill slash gun. Has no muzzle, but if we just grab one of these things, we got the pew pew gun handle. So this could sub as a separate gun itself because it has a handle here, or you can take this and poured it on there. You got yourself this big old like rifle-y thing. It looks pretty cool. Got ports for blast effects, and they fit in there no problem. Looks really good. God, these gooey guns, man. I am so sick to fucking death of them. They suck so bad. All right, let's pop this. Oh, and now it don't want to come off. It's pissed off at me for making fun of it. Okay, we got that off. We grabbed the drill bit that's also a quitter. He needs some Viagra or something because he ain't drilling through shit with that. Anyway, it has a port on the back. You just pop it in right there. And then you have your drillin' drill. And this reminds me of one of my favorite scenes from a movie. Let me let that rip. And that was nice and horrible. We're gonna take a look at the separate head, and this thing looks great. Really cool looking gas mask apparatus. Looks like I got some mist paint right there. There's a little port on the front of the mask there. We have another port over here. And back here on all the promotional stuff, I thought it was zombie brain, but now it's just like, you know, contamination suit. I like how all the straps meet in the back, and just overall really cool. The lenses have a glossy paint on them, so they get a really cool effect in the light. Now let's try out all these accessories. So we're gonna pop this head, and that came off relatively easy. So we're gonna grab the other head and pop that sucker in, and let's take a look. I like this better than the zombie head. It actually looks like some kind of trooper. And all in all, this might be one of the coolest army builders. I think it's really neat for an original character. But anyway, let's continue. Well, anyway, here's the little air hose, and what we wanna do is, you see that peg sticking out? You wanna just pop that in there. So we're just gonna grab that. We're gonna pop that in there. And you could pop it in there at any angle, and you just wanna slowly turn it until it meets the face. And then we just wanna port that piece right into the mouthpiece. And wow, that looks really fucking awesome. I'm starting to dig this figure a lot. Like, for a stupid, out of nowhere character, this thing is really impressing the shit out of me. Alright, next up, let's throw this backpack on, and that ports in no problem. And then next up, we want to take this in there, and I'm giving it hell, and there it is. This is really upping the wow factor for me on this figure. Oh, what the hell just happened to the front? Well, it looks like you're not going to be able to move the head that much, unfortunately, with all the tubes in it, because they're not ooey gooey enough, but the fucking drill is gooey. Alright, so we got that. That looks good all the way around. I had to tilt the backpack a little bit because I have his head wonky. Here he is with the Energon, like, lantern slash collector. That fits in his hand really well. When you're not using it, you can port it onto the back of his belt like so, and fits on there no problem. Here he is with the drill. Looks really good, except for that it's sagging in the drill department. Alright, here he is with the gun attachment. That looks really good as well. Fits in his hands no problem. On the back, you could store the drill and the gun ports onto this clip no problem. Good thing it's made out of gooey plastic, because otherwise it wouldn't have fit on there. Now, I didn't want to leave you hanging. This actually fell off the table and I missed it. He comes with this awesome little Geiger counter slash Energon finder. Looks great, molded really well. Lots of fun. I just wanted to show it to you because I didn't want to miss it for the review. So there you fucking go. It also fit into zombie hand very well. Zombie hold good. And for size comparison, we have him with Snowjorb and the Range Viper. Here we have him with Pimp Daddy Destro and Shadow Tracker. Here we have him with Shipwreck and my Kit Bash a Desert Rat. And here we have him with Cover Girl and a Cobra Valkyrie. And here we have him with Barbecue and Scrap Iron. So at the end of the day, and my final thoughts on this figure are, like, I thought this thing was so fucking stupid at pre-order. I was like, what the fuck is this dumbass shit? But in hand, just an awesome G.I. Joe horror figure crossover. And the paint job on the face is great. The fucking gummy weapons suck. And I'll say it till the end of time. Like, there's no reason for it. I would definitely rate this guy. He's like an 8 out of 10. He's so much fun. I love it. And that's all I got this time, people. I'd like to thank you for stopping by. And I'll catch you on the next review.
Like, share, subscribe.